Welcome, friends. Welcome to our channel. This is our
Namaskaram.
Namaskar, sir. Namaskar, sir. This is our podcast, Bharat and Geopolitics, and this is your go-to source for any in-depth analysis on India's political landscape, international relations, and the secrets behind power struggle. In today's episode, we unravel the mystery of the deep state and explore how it influences global geopolitics. Our deep state often sparks controversy, and today we are diving into the hidden networks, unseen forces that silently shape our world. Are the world's,
Yes, sir.
are the world's most powerful governments really in control, or are there covert players pulling the strings? So joining us today is Mr. Kannan Ramasamy, an esteemed expert in geopolitics and international
Namaskaram.
studies, who will shed light on this hidden world of influence and manipulation. Kannan Ramasamy is a MTech, he is a MBA, and he is the managing director of the Infrastructure Services Private Limited in Chennai. His hobbies include geopolitics, ancient phenomena, the wisdom, especially science and technology concepts in ancient Sanskrit and Tamil, and ancient history and geography from Sanatani Puranas and Itihasa. So, Mr. Ramaswamy, it's an honor to have you with us. Welcome to our channel, The Creative Sagittarius.
It's also my honor, sir. Thanks for inviting me.
So, friends, before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode if you want more content that uncovers the truth behind the international power dynamics. Your support helps us continue bringing you insightful conversations. So, Mr. Ramaswamy, this deep state is very intriguing, and this is a very fashionable terminology. Whenever you discuss about anything about geopolitics, there is a reference of deep state. So I have also very much curious about understanding this deep state and how it impacts us. Several actors in geopolitics. We have nation states, we have international organizations, we have non-state actors, we have military and security alliances, then we have regional and economic blocs. Then finally, we have public opinion and movement. So all these actors have power. So what makes you think that the state can always have its way? So because as you say, as many people actually talk about, the state is so powerful that they can do anything. Anything means anything. So no one can stop them. So that's what I want to understand from you. With so many actors like you, so how do you think the deep state is powerful? So that's please your comment.
Yes, sir. Actually, see, if you see
Yeah,
most of the wars were started by them or instigated by them
yeah,
so that they can sell arms to both the sides,
right, right,
either directly or indirectly.
yeah, right,
So, as far as they want money, they will create wars, fight wars
yeah,
all across the globe.
yeah, right,
Basically, what happens is they have the strength of dollar.
yeah,
They
right,
have the strength of money,
yeah,
which does not have a control. Like they can print any amount.
yeah, right, right, right,
So that's what they do, and they actually sanction the other countries who are not following
yeah,
by denying them all these facilities. SWIFT is closed, then export imports are blocked. So
yeah,
all those sanctions they do.
Yeah.
So that is how they have created this whole world system through which they can control.
Yeah.
Actually, they can control war at any place, anytime.
Yes.
Sitting in US, they can do that. Actually, even in now civil wars, say for example, within India, they can create religious civil wars just by a phone call. Yes, they have already kept all the systems inside.
Yeah.
They have financed through agencies, NGOs, and other these things. The
Mm.
money is already here inside.
Mm.
So they can create any religious war, civil wars anywhere in India.
Yeah.
We don't have much control, really. If you see, only we can do only post control. Not we cannot stop the. See, the Indian government stopped the funding of all NGOs. They audited and all that. They stopped all the incoming remittances into NGOs. But still,
Yes.
money is coming. Still, money is coming into India.
Yeah.
So they have every control. So what basically one has to think is how to reduce their influence first. We cannot get away from their influence. It is not possible. Any country and every country, only what they can do is to reduce, because now if you see really see BRICS country, they
Yeah.
are reducing the dependence on dollar.
Yes.
They are reducing the dependence on SWIFT.
Yes.
They are reducing the dependence on the Western medicines.
Yes.
The technology, still we are dependent on them. We are not at even the rest of the world
Yeah.
is not. I mean, we cannot compare them with the US technology supremacy right now.
Yeah.
China is trying to do that, but they are also like US. There is no difference. China is also thinking like US to have a supremacy over the other countries.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So this situation will continue till this multipolar world concept gets established.
Yeah.
That may take 7 years, 10 years to accomplish. Slowly, the dependence on dollar will come down. The
Yeah.
dependence on all these deep state controlled media, deep state controlled banks. See,
Mm.
even if in India, if you really see, if anybody, Adani, Ambani, or anybody, Tatas, if they go for a big project,
Mm-hmm.
they need funding.
Yes.
It is not their own money.
Yeah.
They invite shares, they invite bonds
Yeah.
from other people. Who are they, who are investing into all this? Same deep state entities.
Yeah.
So you cannot get away from them. We need their money.
Yeah.
As on date, we need deep state money for development,
I see.
for big money. I'm talking about big money.
Right. Right.
India has to develop its own economy to that extent.
Yeah.
Then only India can avoid US investments. I mean, deep state investments.
Right. Right. Right.
See, even in Adani's case, recent case, that Hindenburg thing,
Yeah.
actually it was deep state which filed Hindenburg report,
Mm-hmm.
reduce the value of Adani's companies, bonds and shares.
Yeah.
Then they themselves bought it
Yeah.
through some third entity based in UAE, GQG or something, at a lower price. For the same money, they got more shares, more bonds now. Now, for the same money. So this is the way they operate, and they control the entire game. Actually, China, it is not China's own money which helped them to grow. It was deep state money. Deep state has invested more than $10 trillion
Yeah.
in Hong Kong, in Shanghai area and coastal area based industries.
Yes. I see.
Name any company, big company in US, Alibaba, Evergrande, Tencent, any company, all of them are having huge shares of deep state. So any company, any country which has to grow needs their money right now. Today's position is like that. So we are dependent on that money. We cannot get away. But in the defense and armor and weapon side, India is able to balance with France, Russia, US, and other countries.
Right.
Slowly we are coming out of Russia. We are spreading our risks. So this is the way only we can do. They can control, sir. Because we cannot say that we can just overnight we can get away from them. It is not possible at all.
So my next question is very much connected with this question. A few geopolitics experts say that the U.S. government's ability to print dollars goes down into the de-dollarization. Because what many people say, as the de-dollarization progresses and the other countries start doing trade in other currencies, the power of the US government, including the deep state, will go down. Because once the US government loses its ability to print money, because everything lies with the money, since they have created a system, so they can print dollars anytime. Anytime they can print any amount they can print, it is up to them. So as the other countries start doing trade in other currencies and the de-dollarization progresses, their ability to print money will go down. So accordingly, with this, the influence of deep state will also go down. So do you agree with this? And what you would like to say?
Yes, sir. Actually, that is a fact that when other countries started dealing in non-US dollar currencies, surely the dependence on US dollar will come down. But there is a very surprising, astonishing fact which other media generally so far has not discussed is the de-dollarization is also done by the deep state, which nobody knows right now. I mean, it is not discussed in public. Why they also want dollarization is they want to change over to CBDC. That is central bank digital currency. But they don't want the CBDC, that is a crypto US dollar, to be in the hands of US government. They want to control it. So JP Morgan and other banks, they have already created a crypto US dollar network. I mean, all algorithms are ready. They want to implement that. But when they can implement, only if the people of USA or other world countries, when they lose trust on US currency.
Right.
So they themselves are collapsing small US banks. If you really see, the last 1 year, more than 100 US banks have been collapsed.
Yes.
And they take over the bank. The big banks, they take over the smaller banks. So they are reducing the banks, normal banks which deal in currency. So they want to create a CBDC based, digital based currency of US dollar, which they think, deep state think that with that they can, under technology available to them, they can control the world market, finance market. But countries like India, Russia, China, these people, what they have been doing is one thing is not to deal in US currency. But the thing is, we also need an alternative to SWIFT. Right now, we are not able to get away from SWIFT. If you have to send money abroad, you need to depend on SWIFT only. So what these countries are right now doing is barter system. We buy oil from Russia, we give agri products, fruits, and whatever Russia wants, and spare parts for all their industries. So like that, engineering goods, and like that, India is bartering. Even Russia has got excess money. rupee, excess rupee they have, which they are not able to utilize.
Yeah. So what about
So
the
Indian money,
UPI system
yes,
that
sir.
India has developed? What about the UPI system that India has developed? And UPI has been introduced in many countries like USA, Russia, and some other countries. So they can do trade through the UPI.
No, sir. Actually, here UPI system is developed by India.
Yeah,
So far, around 14 countries have accepted that.
yeah.
But basically, these 14 countries have lot of Indian diaspora
Okay,
being there. So those people are sending money to India or receiving money from India like that. So
okay,
the other countries right now are not so much in favor of UPI.
okay,
China has got its own system. Iran has got its own system.
okay.
Actually, they are trying to bring that also into. But right now, what India is doing is let us all sit together.
Mhm.
We will develop a common system of money transaction, international money transaction.
Yes.
Because so far, UPI platform is the most transparent and the most secure. Out of Iran, China, Russia, and India, you see, UPI is the most safest system.
Nice.
But they have to accept that. No, other countries have to accept that.
Yeah.
Not yet happened. So though in social media we are eulogizing this thing, the whole world is going to follow UPI, it may not happen immediately. It will take time.
Yeah, I see.
China and Iran are trying to bring in their own system.
But
Russia has Russia also has a system,
okay,
alternatives to SWIFT.
okay. But there has to be one system, or there should be some system developed by these groups like the group.
It will come like this. It
Uh,
will actually develop. Initially, it will be like this. It will not be a single BRICS currency. It will be a basket of currencies. It may be a basket contains rupee, ruble,
yeah,
real, this renminbi, that is Chinese yuan.
yeah, yeah.
Like that, it will have. Then, if progress is more,
Mm-hmm.
maybe CBDC,
Mm-hmm.
a common CBDC for non-US dollar transactions may come. Actually, India is already working on that. Technically, because already India has a e-rupee.
Yeah, right.
Many people are not aware of that. India is having e-rupee.
Yeah, right.
Now, right now, only the commercial transactions are allowed in through e-rupee. That is a CBDC.
Okay.
Central bank is a digital currency. It is right now. It is available in India, used in India, but only by commercial industries, trades. It
Okay.
is not used by. It is not allowed for the common public because they are testing. Because there are issues. No, when you deal with the digital, people are afraid
Yeah.
that suddenly our money will go off, and also they need to put in extra firewalls and other things for the common people's savings bank account and all this. So
Yeah.
it is also taking time, and the Indian system is supposed to be the robust system among the BRICS countries.
Yeah.
But that has to be accepted by other countries. That is important, no? See,
Yeah.
China does not want to accept.
Hmm.
China does not want to accept that Indian system is better.
Yeah. Right.
You need to respect that also. You need to respect that also, no?
Yeah.
You cannot just say, okay, we are the best. We don't have that kind of power to influence China.
Yeah. Yes.
Similarly, China also does not have power to influence us or Russia.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So right now, it will be a basket of currencies and it will be multiple transactional methods.
Yeah.
Rupee ruble, rupee yuan, rupee real, like that it will happen.
Yes. Okay, sir. With this, my this last question to you. That is a historical influence. So, has the deep state ever played a role in major events in India? can we trace any major historical or political events in India that were significantly influenced by deep state elements, both domestic and foreign? For instance, could the mysterious circumstances behind some political shifts or the assassinations involved in the deep state? So, any historical instances, if you are aware of, please share with us.
See, actually, if you really see, India has never did not get independence in 1947.
Yeah, I too believe this.
So the British left their stooges everywhere,
Yeah,
whether in the government, whether in the bank, whether in financial institutions, in everything, they left their stooges.
yeah, right.
So India was always influenced by British. Means British also deep state influences Britain also.
Yeah,
Though royalty of England is also part of deep state, they don't mind.
yeah,
They don't want the prosperity of England
okay.
or the Union of India. They are really keen on their money multiplying.
Yeah,
How many times? That is what they are interested in. So these deep state groups, they have been influencing India right from the beginning. If you really see, they saw, apart from Russia, they saw China and India as threat very, very, very long back. Because these are all civilizations which were doing very well before the foreign invasions.
yeah, yeah,
Actually, Indian GDP was 60% of the world GDP.
yeah, yes, yeah,
So that is the kind of, so they knew that if India is allowed to stand independently and doing, it will take over. So they actually, if you really see, India was divided. Tibet was divided first.
yeah,
Burma was taken off.
yeah,
Then Afghanistan was taken off. Pakistan and East Pakistan, West Pakistan was created.
mhm,
Sri Lanka was taken off. If you really see, they reduced India's might to a great extent right before 1947.
mhm,
So the independence is just in paper. It is not real. Okay. Then, if you really see, even after independence, Pakistan army was handled by a British officer.
yeah,
India also, for the first 1 or 2 years, it was handled by British officer.
yeah,
So they set the rules. They set the rules
yeah,
for the Indian army also. And unfortunately, we followed those policies till 10 years back. So that was a trap in which we were all, the Indian government was. So there was no escaping from them. Actually, if you see a lot of events, India did first nuclear explosion test in Pokhran 1.
yeah,
And then Vajpayee period, it did Pokhran 2.
yeah,
They, in spite of the control of deep state and other foreign countries,
yeah,
India could do it.
yeah,
But they did all the sanctions. India was not getting any help.
yeah,
Actually, if you really see, during Chandrasekhar SPM period,
mhm,
India was bankrupt. India had to send 5 tons of gold
yes,
to Bank of England to get IMF loan.
yeah, yes,
So they controlled, they they controlled India very, very fiercely. They did not want India to come up. Then ISRO, that is another area where India excelled against deep state and US design.
right,
See, you must have seen all heard about the Nambi Narayanan case.
yeah, yes,
He was the one who was trained in Russia
mm,
in cryogenic technology for
yeah,
rockets.
Mm-hmm.
So by arresting him, by getting him arrested by the local government, which is supported by deep state,
Yeah.
they delayed the process, cryogenic development process by 2 decades.
Yes.
Even today, we are dependent on Russia for some small technology within that.
Yeah.
Even today, we are not totally independent.
Yeah. Yes.
So, like that, they kill any enterprising thing or anything whichever coming up and all that. But the last thing what happened, I mean, actually, I'm not getting into politics here. The doctrine of dependence on foreign got reduced a lot. And the local things were started getting help from the government, local developers, startup systems,
Mm-hmm.
research and development agencies, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, if you really see, there were around more than 50,000, 60,000 projects
Yeah.
of DRDO and CSIR and DRDO and all that, Defense Research and Council of Science and Industrial Research,
Yeah.
50 to 60,000 projects completed but not being utilized by
Yeah.
India.
Yes, yes. So that was a question also my mind because for a long time I was in Mumbai and I was visiting BARC for my own work actually. So I learned about the many technology that is very useful in day-to-day life. In day-to-day life, there are many technologies, and but those things you don't see in the market, you don't see in the use actually. So that was a very big question on my mind for a long time. Why this happens actually when the technology?
because
Tech,
because the governments those days in India,
yeah.
they were able to buy the same technology from abroad
Okay.
by paying a huge price and getting a huge cut from that.
Oh.
See, for example, I will take this. Manohar Parrikar was defense minister,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and India is one of the top in leather manufacturing trade
Right.
in the world. In the world,
Yeah.
Tamil Nadu, UP, and Assam, they are the biggest leather centers,
Yeah.
leather hubs,
Yeah.
industry hub.
Even Kanpur is a
But
big center for leather.
that's what UP, Tamil Nadu, and Assam.
Yeah.
But India was importing shoes for the military people from Italy. The leather from India was sent to Italy at a throwaway price.
Oh.
They developed into a shoe and sold back to India at a very high price. So Manohar Parrikar changed this. For example, I told this.
Yeah.
Like this, there were so many products. From India, it will go abroad. See, for example, even steel, no iron ore
Yeah.
from Karnataka and Andhra
Yeah.
were sold in big quantity to China. And India imported steel products from China. Indian companies could have been supplied with the thing, and India could have made it locally.
Yeah.
So it is a total ecosystem which was created by them, which continued
Even
till
to
10 years back.
Hmm.
Only now we realize that it is possible for India to look inwards,
Yeah.
use your own resources, actually cater to your own domestic demand first. Export is next.
Yeah.
And similarly, India is now, what they call it, seeing opportunity in every difficulty. Ukraine war, the whole world got affected financially, economically.
Yeah.
But India got benefited to some extent, I mean, to a great extent. I'll not say fully, but great extent, India got benefited.
Okay.
India could get oil at the lower price.
Mm-hmm.
And India became the biggest exporter of wheat because Ukraine could not export wheat.
Yeah.
Then India is providing pharmaceuticals products to many countries
Yes.
because there are sanctions against China.
Yeah.
India is benefiting. So India is now able to make all these difficulties also into opportunities and improving its economy.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So, but for all this to happen, India is forced to be friendly with the deep state. It cannot go against.
Okay. I see.
So what my understanding is, Modi government, what they have done is, we will allow you to invest in India.
Yeah.
You make profit here.
Yeah.
You repatriate the money. We don't mind at all.
Yeah.
But don't interfere in our political process. Don't interfere in other process.
Right. 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 Right.
So now slowly the deep state itself is getting divided between BFSI, that is the Banking Finance Insurance Group.
Yeah.
If you say that the known entities are BlackRock, Blackstone, Vanguard, and State Street and all.
Mhm.
All these companies favor India
Yeah.
because India is the only country where they can get good returns right now.
Yeah.
But the social engineering side, led by Soros,
Mhm.
they want a weak Indian government. They don't want a strong Indian government because they are not able to influence Indian policies to help them.
Right. 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 Right.
See, for recently in during COVID, what was the price of Pfizer vaccine? What was the price of Covaxin?
Yeah. I think.
100 times, 100 times.
Yeah.
So they did not want that. They want Covaxin also to be nearer to Pfizer price, like that. They want to influence that kind of things.
We got it
But
free. We got it free. We didn't pay for the vaccine actually. We got the vaccine free.
so,
Free.
sir, repeat, sir. Please repeat.
I said we got the vaccine free of cost.
Yeah.
Vaccine, that vaccine we got free of cost.
Yeah, most of the African countries and poor countries of Asia, they
Yeah.
got it free of cost. That's why they are supporting India now.
Yeah.
Global South, India is emerging as the leader
Yeah. Right.
against China because of all this help. They
Yeah.
trust India. They trust the Indian policy that they will help when you are down. See, what many people are complaining, why India has to help Bangladesh, why India has to help Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
India has pumped in so much money into them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But both the countries, the present governments are not in favor of Indian government,
Right.
against us.
Yes.
But still, India is helping. Even Maldives, you can say, India has helped them. Is still helping them.
Yeah.
Why? What India is plan is, it is not between Indian government and Maldives government or Sri Lankan government or Bangladesh government. It's between people of India and people of those countries,
Yes.
which is eternal. It will go for a long time.
Yeah. Yes.
So, as people to people, we need to help. But by doing that, we can bring in friendly governments later.
Yes. Yes.
So let us see. It will take years. I mean, it's not that tomorrow, day after it may happen. It may take, but
Yeah. Yeah.
the Indian system is basically thought process is basically no Vasudeva Kudumbakam and this thing. World is one
Mhm.
in a dharmic way. In a dharmic way. Whereas deep state is also thinking of world is one, but under their control. They want one global government, nations without borders, one currency for the world, one policy, trade policy for the world, one pharma policy, one food policy for the whole world. It will not work out because every region has got its own issues,
Yeah.
and it cannot be like that.
Yeah. Because
So let us see.
today the world has changed. This is a
Sir, one second.
today the world has changed. This is a multipolar world now, and countries have realized the evil game of the deep state and the American government and all that. So they are not going to fall for that actually. So this is not the world of the centuries before. The people were didn't know anything about. So even though this is the information age, we get the information, and the even countries, even the smaller countries have power because they have realized they have the resources. So resources, with the resources, they have a lot of power. So the new world order is, in my opinion, currently it looks a tough thing. Actually, this will happen, and this will happen some other way. Not this will happen under the influence of the few players actually, like the deep state and whichever companies are there. So
Sir,
thank.
actually, if you really see, the most of the resources of the world
Yeah,
are not under deep state directly. It is in Russia, it is in Africa, it is in South America, it is in some parts of Asia.
yeah,
So it is not resource wise. Non-US is much more powerful and resourceful, if you can really say. Only thing is they were controlling all this using the dollar hegemony.
yeah. With the evil plans, actually,
Now,
they realized this and they started early. So that's why they were able to control.
see, many African countries are driving France and Belgium and US out of Africa from mining industry.
Yeah.
So actually, France is talking to India to be the middleman. You please do the mining and give the product to us.
Yeah.
And similarly, agriculture. Many people may not know Indian farmers, mainly from Punjab, Andhra Pradesh, and all.
Mhm.
They have invested in more than 40-50,000 hectares
Mhm.
in Africa,
Oh my God.
mainly in South Africa and Southeast Africa.
Mhm.
The condition is 50% will be given to the Africa products, agri products.
Okay.
50% will be sent to India.
Okay.
This is the way India is operating. We will help you to develop. Similarly, mines also,
Yeah.
gold, diamond, gems, and all the lithium, everything. We will do the mining,
Mhm.
putting our cost.
Yeah.
Whatever the thing, we will give you 50%, 60%, 70%, depending on each one.
Yeah.
The balance we will take. Right now, France is giving only 5%
Oh.
to the African country, source country. 95% they are taking, and it is added to the GDP of France. The African country gets only 5% of the GDP. Imagine, that is the condition now.
Yeah.
So India is trying to change all that in a dharmic way, in a dharmic and diplomatic way. Instead of fighting with the US and France, they
Yeah.
are doing it is like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So next 10 years or so will be civilizational battles, wars between dharmic and versus adharmic forces.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Only after that we will know the result.
Yeah.
Mostly, if you see the history, always the dharmic forces win.
Yeah. Because this is a transformational stage actually in politics, and for 10 to 15 years, a lot of things will change globally actually.
That's why every country is now interested in geopolitics, because geopolitics means connecting to the land, connecting to the resources, connecting to the agricultural products, mining products,
Yeah.
water. So geopolitics has got so much of importance of late. Earlier, only deep state was doing everything, controlling everything. Right now, other countries are also started doing that.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
See now, if you say Pakistan thing, India can stop major flow
Mm.
from Indian side to Pakistan side in
Yeah.
the Sindh and other rivers,
Yeah.
because India is not been utilizing its share so far.
Yeah.
Just construct a few dams, and store the water and use it for India. Pakistan, within 1 or 2 years, it will go dry.
Yeah, yeah.
The economy will collapse. Already it's collapsed, but it will collapse more.
Right.
So this will be the new geopolitical fights. It is not war alone. It can be economical wars. It can be resources related war.
Yeah, yeah,
It can be information war.
yeah,
And it can also be bio war. That is the pandemic. Like this COVID-19 was created.
yeah.
And actually, many people are not aware that COVID-19 was created not by China. It was created by America, deep state. Then it was tested in China. China backstabbed and spread it before deep state could do it. Actually, deep state wanted to use this as a bioweapon against each race of the people. They had prepared separate vaccines for South Asians,
Yeah.
for East Asians, for Africans, for South Americans, like that. They had prepared. But India spoiled the whole thing by supplying free of cost to everybody.
Yes. So thank you so much, sir, for your time. It was very enjoying to talk to you, very enlightening. We have learned a lot from you. And